Happy birthday, Cancer. It's your cosmic auntie, the interstellar storyteller, and this is going to be your July tarot reading. So this is for Cancer energy, Cancer suns, moons, risings. This can also be interesting if you're exploring a certain Cancer placement or aspect in your chart. Maybe you're really vibing in your water energy. I don't know, those could hit in lots of different ways. This video could also have found you just randomly, and for that, I'm grateful you're here. Please stay if you would like. Okay, so yeah, happy birthday. I hope that for those Cancers who have had their birthday, it was lovely, and for those Cancers that are still to have your birthday, I hope that it's awesome, and I love you. Okay, so there's a few things I'd like to chat about before I get into the cards. First of all, always remember to check in with your own intuition, your own inner guidance, right? You know yourself best. Don't ever give your power away. When a message resonates, you'll just know. Okay, tarot's never supposed to tell you something you don't already know. Yeah, the way I like to explain my tarot readings is like an energetic map. I like to kind of provide an energetic map and then like a snapshot of energy, and then my job as the reader is to speak to the energetic themes in the map using my sensitivities, my intuition, and leaning into the energy. I receive energy and messages very visually, so tarot has always been a tool that I've really connected with. So I hope that you enjoy this reading. Take what you want, leave the rest, all right? The second thing is a very specific visual, Cancer, and I feel as like Spirit has invited me to invite you to visualize along with me. For those Cancer folk who have been around since the beginning of me stepping out and doing these readings, you might remember what I'm about to talk about. But about a year and a half ago, I would say, when I was doing your readings, there was like a series and an evolution of like how a pearl is made, and I didn't know like how a pearl was made, so I actually learned that information because of you, through you, Cancer. So thank you for teaching me something new. But it's going back to that, the pearl. Okay, so Cancer, if you feel called to, please take a deep breath and visualize along with me. Okay, the visual that came to me as I was tuning the cards and that I've been meditating on is of like a box or a drawer. So visualize a box, a drawer, whatever that looks like to you, full of different kinds of pearls, and they're loose. Okay, so they're kind of loose in the drawer. There's all different shapes, sizes, grits, colors, you know, all in there, and they're kind of loose, and then there's a hand that just kind of caresses them and kind of just moves them around, and it feels very look how far I've come kind of energy. So hold that image in your mind and your heart, wherever you're visualizing it. Really focus on like that kind of box or drawer that you're keeping all of your pearls in, okay? Because it does give me this energy of like nostalgia and looking back at all the chapters that you have experienced thus far. And with the gentle grays and affectionate grays, it just feels really solid. Like there's just like a certain element of humble pride that's wafting through the energy as well, right? So a pearl is made when an irritant enters in the mollusk's shell, like the little whatever creature is in the shell, and in order to protect itself, it coats the irritant with this mucus and isolates it. And continues to do so over time, eventually creating a pearl, which we got into these really deep, beautiful conversations about the nature of bringing awareness to an irritant and then taking action in order to like isolate it, understand it, to see it, to feel it, understand it, know it. With knowledge comes power, right, Cancer? And through that practice, through that bringing your awareness to the irritant, creates a jewel that is of your own making, right, Cancer? So there it is. I love it. I'm excited to see what the cards reflect, and let's jump in and see. It was really beautiful. So for those of you who resonate really around your birthday, feeling very renewed in a sense, like deeply, and it feels quiet but profound. Like it feels, I just saw a visual of like a really beautiful waterfront view and like a chair, just like one chair. So it feels like there's moments that you're really taking with yourself and with life to open the drawer of pearls and just see how far you've come, right? All right, what's coming up for Cancer in July? Oh, that was a little flip around. Okay, so right away, we have the Devil card, right? We're talking about that irritant, those things that you bring awareness to that are bothering you, that are like irritating you, that are holding you back, that are creating blockages, that is draining your energy. Honestly, the things that take your power away, right? It feels really reflective on those moments where you maybe have felt your power been taken away in some form or another, or you've lost that sense, and then gained it again, and it's almost like throughout time you're witnessing all of those moments where you've felt like maybe fallen down, like hypothetically, and gotten back up, that kind of thing. You've taken a header and then you've gotten back up, or a rug has been pulled out from under you and you've like regrounded yourself and regained your footing. All of those kind of things. It feels, Cancer, like you know yourself more, and it's almost like you know how to respond to these irritants like more. I just keep hearing the word maturely, so let's go with it. So I'll show you that card. These cards are just amazingly powerful and beautiful. And so the Devil card is another side of the Lovers. Sorry if that was really loud. The Devil card is another side of the Lovers. But the difference is that with the Devil card, the flow of energy, the connection to self, to life, to others, the flow of your masculine, feminine energy, all of these kind of things, there's a blockage. With the Lovers, there is a flow, there is a balance, there is a authentic expression, a freedom. So the key with this is learning how to, do what you need to do. Again, back to the pearl, bringing your awareness to it, coding the irritant, taking action, really committing to that process, and eventually turning it into something that is of value to you, whatever that is, or a gem or a jewel, or, just even like a little keepsake you put in your treasure box. I don't know. And these are things too, you can take certain pearls and huck them back into the ocean if you don't want them, so those are your choices. What are your choices right now? What are the ways that you notice yourself responding to irritants to things that drain your energy, right? And where have you and how have you freed yourself from those things? And that's going to look different to all the different chapters and all the different experiences within those chapters, because Cancer, you're a complex being. And, you know, I sense that, like, everyone who watches these videos is an adult. So there's so much that we've gone through thus far and learned and let go of and embraced and all of these things. So, okay. What else is coming up for Cancer? The Four of Pentacles. I'm finding it hard to put this energy into words. Just give me a sec, Cancer. It feels as though there's like a very clear visual of what it is that you want in life. And it feels very peaceful. It feels very simple. The sun is shining out on the water, a calm day, nowhere to be, you know? But all around this is like the night, you know, darkness. So it feels like this is very deep inside, Cancer. It feels very deep, like there's a certain burning in your, it's like here, you know, I guess this is your solar plexus. So this is where a lot of our intuitive action, our creative expression, our gumption, that's what I heard in my head, our gumption comes from. So it feels, Cancer, like there's deep parts of yourself that you have freed yourself from, and it's in a very grounded manner, like really simplistic lifestyle kind of thing, like allowing yourself to just enjoy, like to want and keep working for the simple life, you know, like why complicate it so much? And life is complicated. It is complex. There's nothing that we can do about it. But how are you streamlining and creating that like internal peace, as well as like material peace, like earthly peace for yourself, right? Because again, too, with this card, I love this card so much, is that the night, yes, is surrounding this like frame of light and a sunny summer's day, but also the night is very calm. The stars are shining, right? You are so deep, Cancer, squishy, squishy, sweet crab deep in the sea. And yeah, it like just, for those of you who are resonating with this, like I really feel like there's like a deep part of yourself that has been set free. And that is said, you know, again, it is easier said than done, is what I'm trying to say. It feels so profound and like cathartic. You may feel like really maybe even tired around this time. It's like, too, that when times have been so hard, Cancer, there's this sunny day that you have deep in your soul. You know how to get there and access that. And maybe that's another part of the nostalgia, is really just giving yourself some kudos in regards to like your growth and your inner peace and your inner sunshine and all of that kind of like really beautiful things, like the like unshaken like kind of core and place that you can go to, you know, when you need to retreat. I hope this is making sense because it's just like so amazing and beautiful. There's only 2 cards that have come out, but yeah, like Cancer, I feel like there's just a certain amount of, yeah, space and freedom that you've created for yourself internally and externally. And there's also a much clearer understanding and understanding of what like comes up to thwart you or irritate you or drain you or any of those things. Like you have a very, very keen awareness to what those are, and also have a toolbox to address those things, right? Like, because I saw tons of pearls in that drawer. So there's so many things that you've coded and practiced and shown up for and brought your energy to, and, you know, worked through in order, and then to put this, or thrown it back in the sea or put it back in your box, whatever it is to you, right? What else is coming up for Cancer? Ooh, we've got the Fool card and the 9 of Pentacles. Wow, I love this energy. I'm smiling because Cancer, it just feels like it's almost like you've given yourself permission to just like be, and to like desire and bring things of comfort into your world, things that you desire, you want. It feels like, yeah, just straight up the permission to give yourself the permission to further keep going for what it is that you want, truly want. And fundamentally, I think, like fundamentally, I'll just say generally, the energy feels like it's really quite simplistic in the way that it's just kind of a way of being in life, with abundance around you, comforting things around you, healthy food in your belly, as well as the people around you, showing up in your community in the ways that you feel comfortable, showing up in communities where you are respected and valued. And it's just like this really kind of earthy, simple, yet abundantly beautiful life. And so each and every one of you are different, unique individuals, and are going to be expressing this energy if it resonates in your own unique way, doing your own unique things. But yeah, fundamentally, it's like the permission to really just enjoy life and to move towards things that you truly desire, that you really want to bring into your world, that you want to, you know, bring more of into your world, that you want to continue building and nurturing. So with the Fool card, like this is a whole new direction or chapter or whatever, right? There's something fresh in it. Even if it's, you know, you're not changing what you're doing, there's a freshness involved in this energy. And maybe some of you are changing a focus or changing direction or incorporating something new into what you're doing. I'd love to hear from you. If this does resonate, leave me a comment. I love hearing from you. But yeah, Cancer, it's like this full, reflective, powerful position I'm sensing from you on your birthday, where there's a lot of reflection, with a lot of humility, but with a lot of like pride. And I'm glad to see that and feel that too, Cancer, because there's a lot that you have freed yourself from. There's a lot that you brought your awareness. You know yourself at such a deeper level, and there's such an gorgeous flavor in this energy of just really knowing what is important to you, what is valuable to you, what it is that you'd like to keep moving towards. And right now, standing in your truth and feeling quite grateful and doing things that really ground you within your body and within earth, within the earth, or on the earth. I don't even know, I'm like in a whole, this energy is just like totally whisking me up. And thank you for that, Cancer. Through that process, through like bringing your awareness to the irritants, to the drains, to the blockages, to all of this devil energy here, there's a deep internal sunny day that you access, and that's really inspiring, Cancer. Even when it's dark out, even when things are going on around you, there's a deep sunny day, a visual of what is important to you, what is valuable to you, what you're working hard towards. And like, okay, I heard, like work smarter, not harder kind of energy. And then this permission to jump into the delights of your heart. And ultimately bringing abundance into your life, financially, like materially. Maybe there's some things that you want to build out there. Like, there's just, the opportunities are endless. This is about bringing, this is enjoying your space. This is taking time out in nature. This is spending time with nature, appreciating the leaf, appreciating the tree, the bugs, all of these things, and feeling connected to the earth and nature and finding comfort in earth and nature. This is about romancing yourself and romancing those around you in your environment, feeling romanced by them, right? Like, this is good vibes, healthy vibes. It's feeling beautiful, ordaining yourself in the way that you want to, maybe wearing, something that makes you just feel so lavish, and just like, Cancer, I love it so much. This permission to just be, and like, no, it's totally valid to want a simple, abundant, earthy, like successful, secure life, doing things that bring you joy, happiness. In this reflection, I'm sure you're going back to all the places that like you've been in order to get where you are right now, and just like standing in this moment of truth and like feeling like, I don't know, like the energy is exciting. But again, there's just this humble, quiet, like stoicism to it, Cancer. But again, you're so deep. Still waters run deep. But again, you aren't still water. You're actually quite movable water. But you are also a crab with a shell and like a squishiness inside. So there's these like layers to you, Cancer. There's these like fluctuations, these different doors and chambers. And I've always really loved, I love doing every single sign, but that's one thing I love about exploring the Cancer energy. It's almost always kind of like, oh, what's behind, oh, and then this connects there, and like, oh, that, like, it just feels, like an unfolding tale all the time. I feel like there's more to finish off this reading for Cancer. So whatever, there's a call from the wild, Cancer, and you are answering. There's a vision in the sunny day in your soul that can never be touched, that you can always access, feeling that warmth, feeling that confidence no matter what life throws at you, trusting in your ability to navigate the experience. and ultimately going for what it is that you want and appreciating what it is that you have right now. I think that's it. I think that the cards are quiet in the pile. It's just these four. Just such a cool reading. I want to show you this Fool card again. The Fool is the beginning of the tarot, right? The beginning of the major arcana, which is the reflection of the human experience with themes, energetic themes that we can all relate to in our own specific ways, right? So the Fool is 0. 0 is 0 to 1, right? Nothing to something. It's that leap. It's that moment of trust. It's the energy of knowing that you are going somewhere, that you're going to land somewhere. It's just there's a jump, there's a leap involved, and that often requires a trust with life, with spirit, which is ultimately a trust in yourself, right? And with this, this 9 of Pentacles, which is, yeah, success, happiness, financial security, financial freedom, bringing in things that, like bringing things into your home that are comfortable. It does not have to be expensive, okay? It's not about spending money. This is about like really feeling comfortable financially, and so many of you may be feeling like that is definitely something you're wanting to keep moving towards. Maybe some of you are feeling, you know, really grateful in this moment and are maybe moving and decorating your place. These are all just examples. I don't know, right? You're your own person. Generally, though, this is the energy of feeling abundant in your environment and romancing yourself in your environment. And this can happen on any budget, because ultimately the largest, like the best way we can romance ourselves really truly is looking out the window into nature, into life, and feeling that connection, feeling that deep, profound connection to life experiencing itself, right? So very cool, Cancer. I can sense that there's a lot of like love and affection that you're experiencing in your environment, whether that be your own home or like wherever that is, right? Like it's just, it feels good. And so I see you leaping into greater abundance and material security and comfort in your own unique way, and knowing that all that you need is inside, and you always have that warm sunny day within you, no matter what's going on. Cool, Cancer. Happy birthday, my friend. Feels really powerful, feels really fresh. I look forward to checking in with you next month. I love you.